and welcome back into another episode of the Bet on Me podcast. It is Friday, May 6th, 2022. I hope everybody had fun with Cinco de Mayo yesterday. I hope we didn't drink too much, and I hope everybody made it home safe. Speaking of getting home safe, the old ride broke down on me on the side of the road this morning. That's why the podcast is just now getting done anyway, and getting out there because it was a hell of a morning for me, but we made it back home, and now we are in the studio, and we are going to take a look at some of these bets. And I am going to go ahead and start off with the NBA tonight. You got the Miami Heat taking on the Philadelphia 76ers. Miami Heat are picked minus 118 on the money line. Philadelphia is plus 100 on the money line. It's basically a pick 'em on the point spread. You got the Miami Heat minus one, Philadelphia Sixers, plus one, minus 108, and Miami Heat are minus 112. So, excuse me. If you're going to take the Heat, you might as well take them on the point spread. Get that minus 12. And if you're going to take the Sixers, you might as well take them on the money line there to get the value on that one. This one right here may go into the parlay tonight. Tonight is Friday. That means we're doing the parlay giveaway tonight, guys. And this one right here is definitely probably going to go in to that parlay because plus 100 for the Philadelphia 76ers to win tonight. I think they get the win tonight, even though they have no Embiid. I know the Miami Heat are a really good team, but I think traveling up to Philly, I don't think they're going to sweep them. I think if Philly wins a game, this is it. I think Harden, I think Harris, Tobias Harris played his ball here in Tennessee at the University of Tennessee. So that guy can ball. They've got some people on that team that can actually play. So we'll see what happens tonight. Hopefully that, they can at least get one game and Miami doesn't go up 3-0. But I don't know. I don't know if Embiid's going to play tonight or not. I think is he out tonight? Let's see real quick. Let's go ahead and take a look at all this if we can, just to see. This is awful. I should have already had all this set up. Sorry, guys. We're going to check it out real quick here. Game. Big summary. There we go. Miami, Philly. Game time decision. He's a game time decision. There is optimism that Embiid will return tonight. He's been fitted with a mask and just needs to make sure that he's comfortable playing. But I'd say if Embiid is clear to play, he's going to play tonight. So all signs are pointing to Embiid playing. Doesn't say that he's out. It's saying right there that he is a game time decision. So that is good news for the Sixers on that money line. I think I'm definitely going to take them. We're going to have to with that kind of news. And moving on to Dallas and Phoenix, we've got the Dallas Mavericks on the money line, minus 106. Phoenix Suns, minus 110 on that money line. The point spread is half a point. Dallas Mavericks, plus 112. Phoenix Suns, minus 108. So this is another one of those situations where, you might as well go ahead and take Phoenix on the point spread and Dallas on the money line if you want. I don't know if Dallas gets a game. I really don't. I really want them to, but I don't know if Dallas gets a game. It depends on who the ref is in this one. If it's that ref that's undefeated against Chris Paul, 20-0, then I don't think they get a game. But depending on, I think I might go the Dallas Mavericks in this one on the money line just to see. I probably won't put it in the parlay giveaway, but we're gonna go with Dallas in this one. I think the Mavericks got it, and a lot of people think the Suns are going to win the championship this year. The Suns are pretty good. They're pretty set to win. They could They could definitely dominate the rest of the way, but they're playing the Dallas Mavericks. But when you think about it, I mean, who else do they have to play? I mean, you've only got what? You play the Heat, and then you have to take on the Bucks, which really is just, like I've said before, the Milwaukee Giannis's, and then either the Grizzlies or the Warriors. Now I'm just here to tell you right now that, in my personal opinion, I think the Suns could beat all those teams. I think it maybe go to seven with a couple of them. Maybe with the Warriors it would go to seven, and then when they move on, and if they had to play Milwaukee, it may go to seven. But I think the Suns can beat them. This is one of those years where I hate to say it, but LeBron's not at his best and doesn't have a good team, so he's not in the mix. A lot of big players that have been in the league for many years aren't in the league anymore, and aren't in the same position they used to be in, meaning, athletically or age wise or whatever, or just in the position on a team that can get them somewhere. Like Kevin Durant and Kyrie teamed up, but it wasn't enough, you know. Like it's not enough just to play half the season and think that that's going to get something done, because it didn't. And I hate it for them, because I thought Boston could go or not Boston, but I thought the Nets, Brooklyn, I thought they could go all the way, but they couldn't. So it is what it is, and we'll move on. It's just crazy to think that the Nets got bounced out of the first round. I mean, and Boston looks like a formidable team, but I'm thinking that Milwaukee's going to come out of the East, and it's either going to be Golden State or the Suns coming out of the West. I mean, I could be wrong. Memphis could bounce Golden State. You never know. All right, so we got some NHL action going on. Let's check into that real quick. We've got the Carolina Hurricanes taking on the Boston Bruins, the Maple Leafs taking on the Tampa Bay Lightning, the Minnesota Wild taking on the Blues, and Edmonton taking on the Los Angeles Kings. Now it's all switched up home courts, because the first couple games, Carolina played at home and they had the advantage. Now they are in the plus money, plus 114. Boston Bruins minus 137. Boston Bruins on that puck line at plus 188. Carolina Hurricanes plus 1.5 at minus 230. So the total is 6. So that's, you get a push on this one. It's always nice to take for a push, just in case. But I don't know. I don't know if I would take the over or the under, because Carolina can slap some goals in that net. But Boston, they are they're pretty defensive at home. They play pretty good defensive hockey at home. They play pretty good defensively at home, is what I'm trying to say here. And I don't know if I'll mess with that total, but I really do. I love those even totals like that. That way you can, get a push on something if you miss. And I just hate losing bets, guys. Anyway, I'll probably take the Bruins tonight on the money line, but the Hurricanes could come in and get the win. But I just think Boston's going to at least get a win, and this would be the night they would get it. So we're going to go ahead and go with the Boston Bruins on the money line. Also, the Tampa Bay Lightning coming in. I don't think Tampa Bay. No, it's tied right now. Yeah, that series is tied. Tampa Bay is tied up with the Maple Leafs. So coming in, I think at home, Tampa Bay gets the win. Minus 115 on the money line, minus 104 for the Maple Leafs, minus 250 on the puck line, plus 1.5 pucks being slapped into the net. For Toronto Maple Leafs, Tampa Bay getting that minus 1.5 at plus 202. It's juiced either way on that puck line. So I'd probably stick with that money line. I'd say this is going to be either a close game or a blowout. Total setting at over 6.5 at plus 100 and under at minus 122. So this one is definitely going to be probably a close one, and I'd probably take Tampa Bay at home just because they're at home to get this one. The Leaves may beat them. I mean, Tampa Bay, they've been there for the past couple of years, so who's to say they're not gonna just kind of give up there toward the end and just kind of run out of juice because they just played so much damn hockey. over the past couple of years, but I'm thinking maybe they get one tonight. Moving on to the Minnesota Wild and the St. Louis Blues. Minnesota Wild on the money line tonight, plus 100. St. Louis Blues minus 120. Uh, you know, plus one, uh, plus 1.5 pucks being slapped in the net there, minus 245. So that's super juice for Minnesota. And then St. Louis Blues minus 1.5 at plus 198. So that is I think it's hailing outside. We've got some bad weather today. We've got a tornado warning actually right now. So I don't know if you guys will hear that, but it's coming down outside right now. Anyway, game 3 tonight. Series is tied 1-1. I think the Blues get this win at home tonight. Blues not the better team record wise, but I just think the Blues. I think a lot of people are sleeping on the Blues. I don't think the. I don't honestly. Hold on, let's check that money line today. I know a lot of people collectively probably be sleeping on them Blues, but tonight it looks like no one is sleeping on the Blues tonight. Man, that almost makes me want to go with Minnesota. And the way that, you know what? Let's change it up. We're going Minnesota Wild tonight. Um, just looking at this line here, everybody's on Tampa Bay as well. I think Tampa Bay gets it done, though. I do think Tampa Bay gets it done. Yeah, man. This is what kills you when you see where all the money is. Like, my opinion, I'm giving you guys my straight opinion. This is my opinion. This is not swayed by anything else. I'll go out here later and I'll look at other things online and, I'll make other bets based on that. But what I give you guys on my podcast, on my show, on YouTube is my sole opinion. And I'm gonna have to stick with Tampa Bay Lightning at home. I'm gonna have to go with the Minnesota Wild to beat the St. Louis Blues at home. Moving on to the Edmonton Oilers and the Los Angeles Kings. We've got the Edmonton Oilers at minus 150 on the money line and the Los Angeles Kings at plus 125 on the money line. Now, this one right here is difficult. Hold on just a second. So I'm thinking that Edmonton maybe gets the win here because it's minus 150 and you got plus 125. And I just think that somehow, some way, Edmonton's going to pull this series out right now. I know that they're tied in this series 1-1. So I don't know. I think Edmonton maybe gets the win tonight. They're minus 1.5, plus 176. Los Angeles Kings is plus 1.5 goals, minus 215. I'm thinking they get it done. All right, I had to shut the door over there. It's raining outside pretty violently, and my dog tried to come in and open the door, so I had to go over there and shut it. And there's where the door is, there's a bow up right there, so it slides and gets stuck because I have a carpet there, so I got to kind of push it. So if anybody heard that, that's what that was. Anyway, I think Edmonton's going to get that win tonight, so we're going to go with that. Let's go ahead and recap all the bets tonight for you guys before we get off here really quick. Cutting it short today. Podcasts have been about 20 minutes long. We're trying to cut this short, trying to cut a little short. We got some other stuff. We're going to get on here and do some fantasy sports here in a little bit. We got that giveaway we're going to check out. So you guys got to make sure, if you're not listening here, you're not watching on the YouTube channel, to follow on the Instagram and on the Twitter. Twitter is at betonmepod, bet_on_me_pod. And on Instagram, it is the_bet_on_me_podcast. I'll let you do the whole thing on Instagram. Twitter won't let you, but yeah, you can go find all that stuff and make sure to comment under the right comment whenever under the right post. We're going to post that today. Later on, it's going to be the giveaway. Make sure, guys, that you're putting, you're reading the instructions and you're putting the comment underneath the post. That way you can perhaps win the money. That's what it's all about, winning that money. All right, guys. Anyway, what were we doing? We were doing the recap. That's right. I'm sorry. I got into talking about giving away money over here, and it got me excited. I really want to win a big parlay so I can give that money away. I really like that idea. I really think that'll be fun for the listeners out there. Anyway, we got the Philadelphia 76ers plus 100 on the money line. We got the Dallas Mavericks that dropped from wherever we had it. It is plus or minus 104 on the money line against the Phoenix Suns. We got the Boston Bruins on the money line minus 137. We got the Tampa Bay Lightning on the money line minus 115. Minnesota Wild, sorry, the Minnesota Wild plus 100 on the money line against the Blues tonight. And we are going to take the Edmonton Oilers, who I really have a love-hate affair with the Edmonton Oilers, but Drysdale, he's one of the best. So minus 150 Edmonton Oilers on the money line, and a shit ton of baseball that we're not even going to look at. We got UFC. I don't know. Is that tonight? We got UFC. Yeah, that's Saturday. Guys, we've got so much stuff we can bet on. There's boxing, there's tennis, there's boosts, there's all kinds of boosts tonight, guys. Get on here, check your local, whatever it is you bet on. Make sure you follow, like, subscribe. Make sure you subscribe, guys. The YouTube channel, we're trying to get to 50 subs. That way we can do the show live. I'll do the show live every single day if I can get to 50 subs. So anyway, guys, thanks so much for watching, and we will see you next time.